Following the stupid trend of M titles resorting back to the franchise's original name, 2022's Saints Row, one of the free monthly PlayStation games for September, is as bland and devoid of detail as its name. The Saints Row games are open-world campaigns that glorify crime in the same vein as a Grand Theft Auto, and it's kind of the lesser-known off-brand version of that, which did have its benefits about 9 years ago when GTA 5 came out and was revolutionary and fantastic, but parents have that outrage prepped for Grand Theft Auto. They don't want their kids playing it. It was banned in my household for a bit. It would have to be smuggled in through a Wreck-It Ralph DVD case by a Gavin if I were to play that spectacularly scandalous game. But Saints Row, they ain't know what that is. That could come over at any point. But now here we are in the year 2023. Most of these games are digital to begin with, and Saints Row has an opportunity for a more modern take on a classic style of video game. But, this thing stank.
Hey, I could use some positivity right now.
Character customization is pretty fun in this one because the game is so absurd. You can even be essentially nude in this game, which I of course went for. They do cover your private parts, however, so they clearly were unconcerned with making perfect pussies. That's not realistic, and I would know.
If you could ask your cat Zelda 3 questions, what would they be?
How bad did my dick scar you?
Moving past the character customization, it's really all downhill from there. The sound design of the game is horribly empty, constantly derailing the experience of the game.
Like, there should be some intense audio of the fucking thing being dragged right now, but there's nothing.
Reticles are misleading and don't adjust to accurately reflect the variance and the accuracy of the type of guns you're using. And there certainly is accuracy variances because there is a bloom mechanic, which is the randomization of accuracy with sustained fire. So the more you shoot, the more random it is where your bullets go, which is just not a fun thing to play with in games and a horrible thing for satisfaction of a shooter. And just really lame for a game about absurd chaos and extravagance. For a string of extra things that I dislike in this game. Down on the D-pad for crouch sucks. Base sensitivity, terrible. Takedowns, absolutely unimpressive. Core difficulty, way too low, feel basically invincible. NPC behavior, laughable. Police presence, unimposing and uninteresting. Like, you can murder someone at a police station with cops trailing you, and once you do that, you're just set free when the mission ends. Getting into the story, it's predictable and unoriginal. In fact, the roommates that you live with are essentially the core characters of the show The Good Place.
Dinner and a show, baby.
Roger McGillicuddy speaks the music of my soul.
Holy mother-forking shirt balls.
Oh, man. I can't believe you figured it out.
Except it doesn't address any of the ethical dilemmas that show did, and ignores the complex situation of you utilizing your roommates to thwart and kill the gangs that they are in and feel attached to.
I mean, per the roommate code, I'm gonna have to fold their laundry for 2 weeks, but beyond that, I'm golden.
And usually these games are better with more people, adding some friends into the mix, and it does have co-op. But damn was it janky, inconvenient, and inconsistent. It's bizarre to not have the other player in the game highlighted. They couldn't join your mission until you advanced on to the next one, even if you restarted it from the beginning. And like this game in its entirety, it just feels off.
Jay, what?
It does basically nothing better than the 8 years older GTA 5, although there are a couple design decisions that give you some interesting flavors, mostly around driving. The environments are a little bit more destructible, drifting is more forgiving and fun, as is the vehicle Gravast, and the driving is a much less realistic feel, but actually pretty fun, and especially the way that you rob vehicles jumping through the window, it doesn't get much better than that. But leaping through windows, stuffing trousers, and chucking chumps can only take you so far when the game world is falling apart.
Jeez. What the hell?
And where this game really breaks down is cutscenes. The cutscene continuity is Pooity, hanging onto a ship with just your pistol out in your hand. Back into the game, you've got an assault rifle that you had to reload the entire mission that suddenly has infinite ammo. Cornered on all directions by police, but friend drive on billboard and smash 2 cop cars. Casually free from police. They're just all at peace. So I hope you sees This game is a piece of crop. Absolute crop. Being pooped into another person's mouth that gets cropped into another person's mouth.
What is this human centipede?
It's redundant rubbish. It's free, but it still ain't a bargain. That's it for the first 2 review, although this one got like 3.5 hours. But in its bonus time, it did nothing to sway me more positively on this one. That's it. Peace out.
Puts me under the map in a T-pose? The fuck?